Episode 54. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
Holy shit, that threw me for a loop. I'm like, I thought I said it was 53, but it's fucking 54.
If it's 53, welcome to episode 53. If it's 54, it's 54. Episode 55. How you doing?
Oh, shit. Yeah, man, doing good. It's a nice long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Relaxing. How was yours?
It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's fine. Very low key.
Yeah.
I'm dog sitting. I was babysitting. It's just, this seems high.
Yeah, I think
it is.
I gave you the one I wanted.
Okay. Whoa.
Oh, shit. Don't send this thing fucking flying.
No shit.
Okay, I've got my arm on it. You're good. I pushed like the little stand things in so that we had more leg room. Otherwise, we would have been like so fucking cramped.
Fair enough. We're in a different location.
Yeah, new studio. We're just testing all these studios out.
This week is another back to the Premier League match day 4. Lots of games to pick from. We're drinking Sailor fucking Jerry's spiced rum, which I actually totally forgot existed. Completely.
I haven't drank rum in I don't know how long. Probably since we were at the rum bar in Calgary.
That's probably the last time I purposely drank rum.
It's not something I'm like, it used to be my drink of choice.
Yeah. I do not hate rum, even a little bit.
Oh, neither do I. It's just, I've grown up a little bit.
Yeah. I used to drink Captain Morgan's spiced rum.
Yeah, I remember
when I first started drinking. And I would drink a Mickey of it and puke every time I drank. I would probably drink like
Jesus.
Whatever the amount of a Mickey is, 13 ounces, and I bring like a 2 liter of pop with me too. Could not drink back then.
I don't think any of us could.
I know, but we tried.
We pretended like we knew what we were doing.
This is fucking strong. This is 92 proof, 46% alcohol. Caribbean rum with spice, caramel, and other natural flavors.
I have one that's out in the garage. I didn't even bother bringing it out because the last time I had it, tasted like pure ass. It was like, I'm pretty sure when Mike and his ex-girlfriend went to Jamaica, they picked up like the strongest rum and brought it back, and we tried to drink it one night.
Undrinkable.
Literally. With Coke, still tasted like ass. And like Coke will disintegrate a nail, and it couldn't get rid of the taste.
Was it?
I'll show you the bottle after, because I almost put it on the table for you to choose, but I'm like, I don't want to drink this.
I want to try it one day though. Now that you've put this fucking shit in my head, you can't tell me these things.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
shall we?
All right.
Sailor Jerry's, everybody. Oh wait, we gotta do the Virgin. It is nice though. I don't have to drive today.
No, I'll do
Thank God I didn't, because I literally the first thing I put into my system, food wise, was
8 minutes ago. I saw you do it.
3 minutes before we started the podcast.
I saw you do it.
Give me 2 seconds before we start this.
Yes.
You can keep talking.
All right.
Don't knock over the table.
This table's going flying. In addition to this week's episode, we're going to talk about the latest Ontario restrictions because they're apt and they're fucking dumb. So we'll talk about that. But first, continue with the liquor.
Sailor Jerry's.
Down the hatch. Oh, just fucking no cheers or nothing.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm eager. Doesn't smell bad.
Wow.
Whoa.
Not what I was. Amazing.
Not what I was expecting.
Oh my God. It smells good and tastes good. Holy fuck.
That is so sweet. There's
fantastic.
so much vanilla in this.
I think it's the caramel.
The undisputed father of the old school tattoo, Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, built his rep tattooing in Hawaii's Brawling Hotel Street District of Honolulu, where sailors and soldiers came to raise hell before heading off to war. Good for them.
Is that why it's called Sailor Jerry's? Wow. Who knew?
Yeah.
I get it.
I was hoping...
I knew he was a tattoo artist.
Hoping for like Caramel. That's what it is.
That's what I said to you.
Huh?
You weren't listening.
No.
You're too busy reading the bottle.
I was. God damn,
That
is sweet.
caught me fully off guard.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. It's warm.
I like it. I'll be honest.
Yeah?
I do.
Yeah, you're a fan?
I think it's because I wasn't expecting to. I was just expecting it to be rum.
Well,
this
it is
shit-
rum.
Bad rum, I suppose.
It's spicy. You were expecting like something not good.
Something average at the very least.
Trying to think of a bad rum.
Captain Morgan spiced rum.
Haven't had it.
Maybe.
In
Oh, you know
years.
what's? Well, I'm gonna list all these things and then we're gonna try them.
We're
one
gonna
day
try them,
we're
and you're gonna
"This
be
is
like,
great."
"It's so good."
I know. White rum, I find is tough.
White rum, I feel well.
White
it's
rum's
gotten,
perfect for
no,
mixing.
No flavor. That's what
Yeah,
there's
it's good for like rum and cokes and shit. White rum.
Yeah, I think that's what they're like made for.
This, I wouldn't. I think it'd be blasphemous to put like Coca-Cola or something in this.
The only thing
Some
I would
ice.
use
I
for
can't
that
wait for ice with this.
is dark and stormy.
Mm.
Isn't that rum?
Yeah, that's dark rum.
Yeah. This is bold though. It would it might work. I'm not a rum drinker though. It's fucking
Is this the
it's
first?
spicy though. It is bold. I'll give them that. It does say bold.
Is this the first rum that we've reviewed? Just straight up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got a bite to it. At the end.
It is warm.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's like
Glad I didn't.
It's like acid reflux
I'm glad I
warm.
gave you my sweater.
Yeah, I'm fucking pumped.
Oh shit! All right, where are you going for your virgin? Or you can start with smell.
No, I'm gonna start with Virgin because
Yeah?
the Virgin knocked my socks off. It's gonna be probably my highest one.
Damn.
It's like 8.6.
Okay.
It caught me fully off guard.
Yeah.
And it's my own fault. That's why these Virgin ones are always fucking so hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
But I really liked what I tried right away.
Yeah.
It's
It was,
fucking super sweet, nice and smooth.
yeah.
Yeah, I like the first impression.
I'm close to you. I'm going 8.3.
8.3. Okay.
Yeah. 8.3.
What were you expecting?
Not for it to be that sweet.
No, neither was I.
Like everything except the sweetness I was expecting.
I didn't know that rum could be that sweet.
That sweet.
Yeah.
I think that was probably the sweetest like hard alcohol we've had. I'm trying to think.
Oh, that's 46%?
Yeah,
Yeah, no question. Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm trying to think of what else we've.
Wild Turkey is probably the only thing that comes close
Jack
to like
Daniels is pretty
Jack Daniels
sweet.
is sweet, but it's not that sweet.
No, it's definitely not. But yeah, this is on a different level. Like there's a lot of caramel in there.
I love
I
it.
wonder if it'll give you diabetes if you drink enough of it.
Of course it will. It'll give you liver failure, that's for sure.
Well, sure, but beside that, like, what's the sugar content in this bitch?
I really want alcohol. Like, when you distill alcohol, how much sugar ends up in it?
Probably minimal.
Yeah, so it's like probably all the shit that they put in. I bet you there's probably no sugar in this.
Yeah, maybe like in the whole thing, maybe 2 grams
Yeah, in the entire
in the entire bottle.
2.6.
Yeah, so
What's your smell?
it's a good question.
Mm,
It's gonna be high for me.
yeah. This is a fucking out of left field for me, this one.
Yeah, right. Like it completely off guard. I was
Mhm.
not expecting this to be what it was.
I'm not expecting to like
Now,
anything
also,
about it.
Both me and you haven't cracked a bottle or seen a bottle of this
And for me,
probably since high school, just after high school.
13 years. It's probably the last time I like collapsed eyes upon one of these.
13. We've known each other.
I'm
for
figuring I figure I was 15 years old.
Oh yeah, true. That would make sense. No, it was for me probably like 18, 19.
You're a liar.
Okay.
Lying on this show.
Smell for me, I'm going 9.1. It smells delicious.
It smells so good.
Delicious.
Smell-o-vision needs to come in.
I'm trying to think of like if you were to mix it with something like,
It would only enhance whatever you mix it with.
but
Like,
that's
if
what
you
I
put
mean. So
something
like,
sweet in it-
what are you gonna put in it?
Club soda.
Yeah, it would have to be
Club soda is the only thing because
vanilla Coke,
yeah, but then
like a splash. Like I'm not
club
saying
soda
like,
and then a splash.
Yeah.
That's a new drink right there, my
Or
friend.
just a splash of vanilla Coke.
We should move to Mexico and open up a bar and specialize in vanilla Coke rum
Mixtures.
drinks with Sailor Jerry's.
I think that's like the only thing that would be
This
would mix
this actually
really
just
well with it.
smells good.
yeah.
I'm gonna mimic you.
9-1, eh?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. So good. I'm
putting ice in this next one.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the same. You're finishing that?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Ooh.
Again, just like what did we review last week?
Good question, my friend. Old Granddad. Because he
So,
was
okay,
named
so
in the
this-
tractor
So
accident.
this is similar to that because I remember old granddad had that bite at the end, but it wasn't like the alcohol burn. Like I get a bite after again, it's down.
I get
And it's like spicy. Bold.
for me, I don't know, maybe I just have acid reflux right now, but it's like the burn is like acid reflux for me.
Okay. I don't get that enough to tell you what it's like.
Neither do I, apparently.
Okay.
I want to take some water.
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, thanks. I totally left those so far out of reach.
This table will go flying before the end of this episode.
Okay, I'm trying to keep a hold. What's left? Smoothness,
flavor, and
and
finish.
finish.
So I don't find that this one has the bite at the end the way that last week's did. I found that that one was much more pronounced.
Oh, 100%.
But this one is definitely fucking warmer going down.
100%.
I can say that with confidence.
It smells like those caramel cubes that like all the old people have in their house.
Werther's Originals?
No, it's just
Oh,
those-
like the chewy ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of smells like that a little bit.
That's exactly what it smells like.
Every old person has
Yeah,
in
the
their house
square
during
ones that are
Christmas.
in like, yeah.
The
And
little
then
plastic wrapping.
you can tell they've been there too long because sometimes you eat them and they're like bricks.
Yeah, they're hard as a fucking
They
rock.
should never be hard, I don't think.
No, they're supposed to be soft,
Yeah.
like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. This thing just smells.
It just smells so good.
Yeah, it smells like. Honestly, if you did a blind taste test and put this in front, I'd be like, and I just did a smell, I'd be like, that's caramel liqueur.
Yeah.
Because liqueur is like so fucking overpowering with sweetness. No ice. You're going raw dog again.
No, relax. I'm just pouring first.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's smart because then you can actually measure your intake.
Fuck. That literally just slipped out as I fucking put it in. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Beat me to it. I was sipping on that.
I was waiting for you. I let it sit for a little bit. You didn't say anything. I had to go.
I had drink in my mouth.
Jesus, sorry. I took my elbow
No,
off.
no, don't worry. I'll send her off.
So, thoughts on ice? Better, worse?
I almost like it less.
Oh, now you fuck. I should have waited.
It's just different. I don't think I like it less. Changed it for sure.
I got to. I'll wait one more sip because usually when you put ice in it, the alcohol separates a lot
Mm.
and everything gets pushed to the top a little bit.
Mine is sufficiently mixed.
Yeah, it's been there for a little bit. Longer than mine.
Okay. Well,
I can probably go smoothness
Yeah,
or
I can
flavor.
do smoothness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
9.3.
Damn,
It's really smooth.
it is. I'm
It's smoother than last week's bottle.
You think?
I think so.
I think it's got more of like that alcohol like burn to it on the way down
Okay.
than last week. Mine's slightly lower. I'm going 8.9. Mine's slightly lower. It's still smooth as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I've had smoother.
Flavor is really good on this.
Dude, it's a good bottle.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Why did it? It's funny how fucking memory works. Why did I think that this was going to be
Okay.
terrible?
probably
it just
because
'cause
we
young?
mixed everything and we were young. Like, again, you would drink a Mickey of it and then puke.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every time I've been that drunk on something, puke or not, and you just have like the worst hangover, whatever it is. Like when we went out, oh my God. So wasn't Christmas because I don't think we were in sweaters. We did like a bar crawl here.
Okay.
We got shit faced at my house. Then we started at the Firkin,
Mm-hmm.
ended up at Shoeless Joe's, came back and went to King Richard's, and then me and John went in for like 2 shots of tequila.
Oh my God, this is so long ago.
Came out. John, thank God his oven had a shut off thing because he would have set his house on fire.
Yeah.
Put a pizza in the oven and left it.
You know how many people have burned their houses down doing that shit? Or at least woken up to with a house filled with smoke?
Audrey's roommate left a pot on the stove, pot of water,
Boiling?
boiling, and it was,
Cooked.
well, there was no water in the
Yeah.
morning. Like it was fucked.
It was on the stove for hours.
Ow, all night.
Did you ever have, did your parents ever have a fat fryer to make French fries?
No.
Okay, this was a thing that was quite
Ooh.
popular in the 80s and early 90s.
We had a shallow fryer. My mom would do fried meatballs. Other than that, that was it.
Okay, so my dad had one and it was this black pot and you would like keep it in the fridge
Okay.
and then you would plug it in,
Keep it in the fridge.
there's fat in it.
Okay.
So the fat just freezes and then you just plug it back in and melts, whatever.
Sure. Yep.
So those things were like fat fryers and they were I'm assuming they were more of a British thing, but they were popular here in the 80s and 90s. And they were fucking dangerous. It's like a boiling pot of fat. Who knew? But the amount of people,
Weird.
I know 2 separate people that my dad knew that burned their house down or almost died. Coming home drunk from the bar, want to make French fries,
Put that shit on.
throw the hot fryer on because it's got to heat up and melt down the fucking fat, and then fucking fall asleep and wake up their kitchen's on fire.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Drinking and cooking food at home is dumb.
It's the
Just order a
worst. Just
pizza,
order it.
go through the McDonald's drive-thru.
Yeah.
Is your safety PSA
And
for
nowadays,
2
just
season a pod.
Uber Eats.
Uber 8.
Yeah. Unless you don't have it, then I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck. Have a bowl of cereal.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yeah.
Toast.
Don't turn on any appliance.
Give me your flavor, man.
Flavor, this is going to be one of my highest ratings, I think. My flavor is going to be pretty high. I'm going 9.2. I love it. It's just so sweet.
I'm going 9.3 again. This is going to be one of my highest as well, obviously.
Yeah, I honestly think this is probably our highest rating.
This is so good.
It took me by surprise.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Dummies.
My finish might be slightly lower.
I would say the
gonna
same
be-
for me.
It's going to be lower than everything else on the list. Just because, like, once you're done drinking it, there's not, like, you taste the caramel
Mhm.
still,
Nothing happens.
but the burn sits, like, right here, like, right in the,
Okay, so
right in your sternum.
that's where I was having it, and I thought I
And-
had acid reflux
No, it just sits there.
for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
And for that reason, it's going to be slightly lower, and I'm going 8.4 because it's not the worst.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
I'm gonna go 8.1 because,
You really don't like it.
well, it doesn't taste bad going down. It's
Yeah.
like after you've forgotten you even drank it, and you're like, "Do I have acid reflux?" And you're like, "No, I just drank Sailor Jerry's."
Yeah,
Because you're right. It just sits right at the top of
Just-
your stomach,
yeah,
burns
sits
for
there.
a couple minutes, and then it fucks off.
yeah,
So for that reason, I'm not a big fan.
yeah.
I'll be honest.
I think our scores are going to be like the exact same again. Looking at this shit,
As per usual.
yeah.
Okay.
Sailor Jerry, fucking hell, man.
Did a great job.
Yeah. Are there any rum bars in Toronto?
I'm
I think
sure.
There's got to be.
I don't know
right?
if any exist anymore.
Dude.
Holy fuck.
Damn. Wow. Yeah. That hot. Like
One of the
at least
highest.
one of the highest.
It's top 3, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Since the new rating.
Go on about your rum bar you wanted to.
Oh
your
no, I'm just
inquiry.
curious because like the rum bar we went to, one in Calgary, had amazing food. We got chicken wings, we got jerk chicken, and did we just get jerk chicken? I thought we got something else too, like
I think
a
it was
different
just
kind.
jerk chicken. There was a couple of things. I think it was like jerk chicken bites or something to that effect.
Okay, yeah. But fuck, good food and
Very
then great drinks. All right. Verdict is in. I'm an 8.8 for Sailor Jerry's.
I'm 8.9. I'm going to say for sure that's my top 3 or 4.
It has to be.
I think the Dalwhinnie was in the 9s, and I think we've had a couple like 8.8s, 8.7s, 8.6s.
Yeah.
I can't remember what's high. I think last week was like 8.4 or something.
Yeah, something like that. 8.4 ish, like low 8s.
Sailor Jerry knows how to fucking make rum.
That he does. Yeah. Okay. So we went downtown last night.
You did.
Yeah, with
Friends?
Yeah, with friends, and went to this Indian restaurant. They took us there.
Okay.
They went with one of their friends, and it's like if you want authentic as it comes from Toronto, some Indian food and amazing Indian food,
Mhm.
this is the spot. It was packed for what it could be packed,
Okay.
and the food was
Top notch.
pretty fucking good. We got lamb chops.
You just do
and-
like a bunch of shit for the table?
No, we literally mimicked each other.
Everyone got the same.
Yeah, so they were raving about the lamb chops on the way down. And I'm sorry, if I'm going to an Indian restaurant, I want some butter chicken. Like, that's a staple for me.
They fuck with lamb pretty hard in India, though.
Yeah. I was going to go with the lamb. It was in a brown, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like browned curry sauce or something like that is what they had in the description of it. I was going to go with that. And then Audrey and Monica went to go order, and Audrey's like, I just got the lamb chops because Monica was saying how good the lamb chops were. I'm like, okay,
All
cool.
right.
Like, I'm down for it. Buddy, lamb chops, top notch. Butter chicken, I think
Were the lamb chops an appetizer?
no, they're like a
A
dish.
full meal, so you guys were splitting.
No, so they ordered lamb chops and butter chicken, and we ordered lamb chops and butter chicken. We crushed it. The only thing we didn't crush was our rice. Like, I don't think Audrey had any rice, and I had like just a couple.
They always give you
spoonfuls.
too much.
Dude, I was so fucking full after. But like, how can you not be? And we got naan bread. How can you?
Yeah,
not?
that'll do it.
Yeah, right. So fucking so much food, and it was fucking good.
So you guys did not go for any spicy shit.
So they were saying the butter chicken usually has a bite to it, and they're both good with spice.
Okay.
Not as good as you. Our waitress came around and asked if we wanted chilies. I said I'm gonna pass because I want to enjoy the rest of my evening. And she started
hot
laughing.
shit kill your gut?
Not really. It's just like I wasn't really in the mood. Like if the butter chicken came out and it was spicy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Lamb chops came out, they were spicy, whatever.
Got it.
I was telling them,
you weren't trying to dial it up.
I'm like, you go to wings, like people tell me they eat suicide wings, like, cool, bro, don't care. Because usually that shit doesn't taste good. It's just hot
Mm-hmm.
at a lot of restaurants. Indian food's different. It can be hot as hot gets, but it tastes
delicious.
so fucking good.
Sometimes it tastes better spicy.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't care. Like the way it comes out is the way it comes out. Came out, had like a slight bite to it, the butter chicken.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we've had it before, and it's like every bite, you're like blowing your nose, wiping tears.
It's a way.
And Steve's like, I think they gave it to us like white boy spicy. I'm like, I'm not complaining about it because I'm enjoying everything
Mhm.
I'm eating.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic food. We went, drove around, and then parked at Yonge and Dundas area, and then walked around a little bit. Buddy, Toronto is the same. Shit ton of people on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Like, other than like store hours, we were trying to find like a dessert place. Everything closed at like 10,
Yeah.
except for like 2 places. It's like around here.
Toronto's the same to a certain extent. You still like, if you like, Ontario has never reopened. Since March of last
No.
year, Ontario has not reopened.
N-
I don't give a fuck what
Not,
any politician says or
yeah.
anybody says. Like, is everything fully open, full capacity? No,
No.
not even close. Like, I think you can have like 200 people in a nightclub. Which is cool. Like, I mean, people are going to go out to nightclubs and shit.
Yeah, there was bars and shit that were jammed, huge lineups.
It's good to see, but
yeah,
it's fucking
whatever.
Never reopened.
No. So, like, there was some street performer playing the drums, and he had like I guess like a big speaker playing music, and then he would drum along to it. You would think we were like it was a club. Dude, these people were fucking partying around this guy. We're like, what the fuck is happening? And we walked by and couldn't see because there were so many people. And then Steve ended up asking somebody, he's like, yo, what is happening over there? And the guy's like, oh, just some guy playing the drums and everybody's fucking partying. It's like, oh, good for everybody. But yeah, it's like it didn't feel a whole lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, okay, maybe not as crowded as it usually is.
Yeah.
But there were still a shit ton of people out.
It's interesting because I've only seen Toronto during the daylight hours. And I've definitely noticed a change in the fact that in the last like 2-3 years, the homeless population and mental illness population has gone through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
It's really bad down there now.
We saw...
It's like every corner.
We were like Yonge and Dundas. And
yeah, which is a good...
If you go east to Jarvis...
Yep.
That's a bit of a sketchy area.
Yes, it is off of Dundas.
Yeah, Dundas and Jarvis.
It's real sketchy.
Yeah.
It's been sketchy, but that area's been sketchy for a long time.
Yeah.
But I found that the areas that were sketchy before or like on the verge have gone like full sketcy.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I find since COVID.
Worse.
It's gotten way worse.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, when I say Toronto is like bad, I don't mean like, okay, bars and restaurants and shit are full, but I find it's a little bit of a different vibe in the sense that like there's like this different level of like sketchiness to it.
Yeah.
Just because
I agree.
Just because the fucking homelessness is through the fucking roof. And
yeah.
And not disparaging anybody, but fucking homelessness and mental illness tend to go hand in hand.
Usually.
And when someone's mentally unstable and they're standing on a street corner, tends to put people on edge because they don't know. Could be fine, could be not. He could start fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. Like all hours of the day.
I will say this, and me and Steve talked about this a lot, is like kind of miss just like going down there. You don't have to do anything. You know, literally go down there and sit on a bench and just people watch.
This is the best place ever to do it. Pick a city.
Like, that was one thing we like reminisced about. It's like, I kind of miss doing this. Like, I'm not a big fan of downtown, like Toronto in general, or like big cities. But for like a night out,
once in a while, it's great.
A few times a year,
yeah,
cool.
Usually,
but you're not going to catch me down there every weekend.
Fuck you. No, never. Yeah, like a couple times. Like,
yeah.
If you're going down to like a sporting event, is like a good excuse to like sort of like get a day in.
Yeah.
Because like if you go catch an afternoon ball game, like I've gone to see a baseball game start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got home at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, easy.
With tattoos on my body. True story.
Yeah. I believe it.
Like that's like, and that's fun. Like you just fucking wander around. Like it's the best place. Like if you don't have a plan,
yeah,
you will find something fun to do pretty much no matter where you're at. Like, oh, let's go into here. Let's go into there. Oh, there's a good food spot over there. And as you're walking there, like you'll find a place and you jump into there. So that's obviously like the best part about the city.
Yeah.
But like for me, I agree with you. Like 2-3 times a year.
It literally like
I'll come in and I'll leave.
Pushing it.
Yeah. I'm not staying.
No. I'm out of here.
Because there's nothing worse than like, oh yeah, I guess I'll just stay in the city. And like sometimes you really should because getting home is such a pain or it's expensive.
Can be, yeah.
If like you have a place to stay, I would recommend. I'd say for myself, like I would fucking do it. But waking up hungover on a Sunday, there's always traffic. You're I wish I was just waking up at home.
Yeah. Since like I'm not going downtown to like meet people down there.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's like, let's all go downtown.
And let's all leave.
So it's like,
yeah, you got a driver. Yeah.
A driver or everybody, we're pitching on an Uber down there and back.
Mm-hmm.
or we're taking the bus down and back, or the train, whatever it is, we're doing it together.
Mhm.
So even if you do take an Uber or a taxi, if you have to, it's not going to break the bank when you split it 4 ways,
Yes.
right? So it's,
That's the way to do it.
yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Because I would, like you said, to go down there, stay a night, even if you were to get a hotel or an Airbnb for
Yeah.
the night, you got to drive home hungover.
To me, it's worth it
100%
getting
sitting
home at
in traffic.
It's worth it to get home at 4:30 in the morning
100%.
after spending $100 on a cab ride.
100%.
I think so. I've done that so many fucking
Cheaper
times.
than getting a hotel, that's for sure.
Definitely than that. But I mean, you can always sleep on a park bench. But talk
I
about
don't
being
know.
hungover.
I wouldn't recommend that down there. Might wake up with a beer bottle in your
Well,
ass.
that's good. It seemed like a happy. But you also were like at the intersection in the city where like if there's a happening place to be or like
It's
the most
there.
lively place,
Yeah.
because that's like the coagulation of a bunch of different fucking areas.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't.
What?
I want to go to this fucking. What's the name of it? Tell me you don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck.
I'll find out and I'll text it to you. They know what it is. They've gone like 4 or 5 times.
It's been around a long time.
Yeah, it's not like a new joint.
Okay.
It's off of Gerard. It's like we got off at Don Mills. Trying to
You got off at Don Mills.
yeah, so we were on the east side.
Okay.
And
And you went south.
south, yeah. It was Gerard and like Coxwell ish.
Oh, okay.
More west of Coxwell.
I know exactly where you are.
Yeah, more west
That's
of
why you went
Coxwell.
off. That's why you got off at Don Mills.
Yeah.
And then you guys ended up at Young and Dundas.
Yeah, we just went for a drive.
Okay, yeah. I'm
And
like,
then
you just didn't fucking walk there.
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no. I probably should have to wear off dinner,
Yeah,
but no, we didn't walk.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know about vaccine passports?
Like I knew they were coming because
Okay.
I started teaching on Wednesday. So there's like all this shit. You have to have proof of. I can't remember the dates off the hop. There's a certain date. If you're not double vaxxed, you're not allowed on campus.
Mhm.
You're not allowed on campus if you have no vaccines, you're not allowed on campus.
Yeah.
If you have one, you're good until like a certain date.
And then there's a
After
cutoff
that,
point.
after that date, you better have 2 or you're fucked.
What do you think about this shit?
So here's my thing. If a vaccine, like, what's the plan here?
Yeah.
Because, okay, we get vaccinated. Can we go back to reality now?
No.
So then, what's the point?
Okay,
Like-
thank you.
Like, to me, in my head,
Thank you.
what's the next step?
This is my whole
Like,
thing.
what's the next step?
What is the next step?
There isn't.
Exactly.
Like,
How does this help and how does this change?
Like, okay, get vaxxed. Okay, we're vaxxed.
Sure.
Let's say everybody in Canada is vaxxed. Let's
Yeah.
just say
You think they're giving up?
it's
There's no way.
It's like, can we go back to reality? Oh, there's this.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Audrey brought up the point. She's like, they're already sending emails that we're probably going to need booster shots. Cool. I'll get a booster shot every 6 months if we go back to reality.
But you're not going to.
But that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
when does it stop? And
It doesn't stop.
I don't know.
Okay.
And like, I'm having a tough time. So they gave me a different course to teach, and I wish they hadn't.
Whatever. It's learning experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I turned it down. Like, I fucking
You sent them an angry email
no.
accepting.
Like, I'm fucking in. Yeah, sure, cool, thanks.
Thanks for the paycheck.
But it's like, I was really hoping. I had high hopes that since everybody was getting vaxxed, or majority were getting vaxxed,
Mhm.
that come the school year, we can pretty much be in full swing unless like certain students have either didn't get vaxxed because they don't want to,
Mhm.
or maybe they couldn't make it because there's a lot of international students.
Yep.
So I would
There needs
like,
to be exceptions.
like there was already talk at the end of last year that we're still gonna have to teach remotely, but we can do it from the classrooms. Like all the classrooms are set up. There's portable shit for the photo studios and all this shit. So you can teach from there remotely and in person. There was talk that like we'll be back full swing. All the students can come to campus.
Yep.
Whatever. There was a meeting the other day and people were like, okay, cool. You say we can have full classes back. Not the case. But they were saying we can have full capacity. Cool.
What's
the protocol?
Your school isn't having.
No, we're limited. We're limited.
But no one's allowed on the campus without a vaccine.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't allowed to have full classes. I'm sure like the cafeteria is closed.
The government is restricting us to half capacity classes.
Oh my fucking God.
And
even though no one is allowed on there without a vaccine.
Yeah. I don't know these. Like I'm just.
No, but like
it's just caught in the loop.
I know, but
anyways.
It sounds dumb.
Anyways, so a guy brought up the point because apparently at the end of last year, here, just stack them. At the end of last year,
I'm gonna keep feeding you this.
Why? No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Feed yourself.
No, I gotta.
I know.
I'd love to. Fucking obliterate.
At the end of last year, so there was like a screening protocol when you go in.
Mhm.
There's like 3 entrances you could go through. There were security guards. There's apps that you have to use so that they can check your ID that it's valid, and then another app to say, yeah, I'm fucking vaxxed. Here's proof.
Okay.
And I also have no symptoms. Like there's a questionnaire you have to fill out every day before you go in. And they're like, so are we going to have to leave like 2 hours get there 2 hours prior to the class starting?
You're like, how's this going to work?
Yeah.
How fast is it going to be?
Exactly. How many security guards are going to be there? Because if you're saying every student can come if they're able.
Yep.
Let's just say that's fact. Every student that is registered, that has a class on Wednesday, can come to the school.
Let's say a number like 8,000 people.
Oh, we were
Way
talking
more.
like
Way
10
more. Yeah.
to 20.
I was just being conservative.
Right? So now you have to let 10 to 20,000 students and staff into the school.
Individually showing their pieces of paper.
So again, am I going to have to leave?
Yeah.
And get there 2 hours prior? And then what do I do?
Fist yourself.
Let's say I get in 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? You know damn well students are going to show up 2 hours prior to their class to fucking come in.
You'd be lucky if you had students wake up an average of 2 hours before their class even started.
So my program, we had a meeting last week and they're like, we should encourage students to do it online. We as faculty should still come and go to the class in case a student shows up.
Mm-hmm.
But we should message, email, post that the class will be taught online. Because again, there's no need for them to come to class the first week.
First week, yes.
You know, like, and then I'm teaching lighting, so we will definitely be in studio multiple times throughout the semester. So what's that looking like? I have 20 students.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have all 20 in the studio, apparently.
According to the regulations.
So what? Am I limited? Can I bring in 10? Or am I limited to 6? If I'm limited to 6, what's the point of coming into the studio? Because
if 3/4 of the class isn't there.
So what? I got to teach the same thing 3 weeks in a row, but then still be up to par on everything else?
And I'm sure they're not giving you extra studio time to account for that.
No, and they're not going to give me extra like hours to be like, you can come on a Thursday or.
So stupid.
You know, so it's really like, and nobody has answers.
No, that's frustrating.
Everything is last minute. Like literally these meetings didn't happen till last week.
Everyone is rushed to put out these fucking policies. And everyone's like, we're going to have this policy. Mm-hmm. And then they've provided zero details as to how they're going to implement the policy, how they're going to follow through with the policy, how it's going to run efficiently, what you need to have. It's like everyone's tripping on themselves to fucking put out this policy, but they don't even have a fucking answer how it's going to run. Mm-hmm. And shit starting tomorrow. Like most schools going back.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
orientation starts tomorrow.
Classes are starting next week.
Wednesday. No, classes start Wednesday for college and universities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got 1 day of orientation, then classes start on Wednesday.
Yeah.
How's it gonna go?
Literally, man, I have no idea.
As someone who has a family member who was in online school last year, learned nothing.
Yeah,
Online
it's
university. He's like, it's fucking ridiculous. I learned nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And now this fucking more colleges are encouraging people to stay home. It's so fucking stupid.
I'm not gonna say this about like there are a few professors or whatever you want to call them that okay, you're teaching remotely. There's a chat. No matter what you're teaching on, there is a chat. Okay, tell your students not to use chat unless it's a question. But you need to pay attention to that in case a student has a question. There are a lot of teachers that don't pay attention to that. And then questions go unanswered.
And people get left behind.
They don't fucking make time afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And now, again, a lot of university and college professors, that's not their full time.
Yeah.
A lot of them are working. They have a full-time job doing whatever. Usually it's in the industry that they're teaching. So it's like, it's a shit show.
The whole thing's so fucking stupid. Like you said, I'm glad you said this so I didn't sound like the fucking lunatic. Because I was going to say basically what you said, like, okay, are we going back to normal? We putting these things in? Are we going back to normal? When are we going back to normal?
Again,
we're never going back to normal.
So again, scenario, 100% of Canada is vaccinated.
Yeah.
Never mind people coming from in. We're all vaxxed. Can we open everything back up normally?
No.
Like so then my next what's the next step? Do you want my left nut?
Yes.
You know,
what do you think is going to happen?
You know, like this is like
it's. I would be
again
willing
a booster
to accept.
Shot, sure, fine, cool.
Okay, but the thing is
fucking
like
jab my arm. I don't give a fuck.
All right, but decent. Like it's also like talk about fucking not. They didn't test for that shit. So like everyone's like, okay, now you cannot do anything, and these things are mandatory on something that's never been tested, like the third shot. I'm not talking about the vaccine. Mm-hmm. I think that anyone that wants to get the vaccine should fucking get it.
Go ahead
and have at it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like you need a third, a fourth, a fifth booster. Well, when has any of this shit been tested? Because it hasn't been, and we're just going to like tie people's fucking freedoms to experimental fucking procedures the whole time. That seems stupid. And it's like, if the fucking thing works so well, let's just fucking do it. Like, open up. Why aren't we opening up? It's fucking stupid.
I don't know.
And this is not an anti-vax thing. I'm just like, it's this fucking, the vaccine certificate thing doesn't make any fucking sense.
The certificate makes sense because, again, how else are you, like...
No, okay. I mean the passport thing. Like, can't go to certain places without being double vaxxed.
Okay, but again, like, that would be in the process of, like, getting everybody vaxxed so that we can go back to reality. So if you're saying you're going to let not, like... I don't know how to really explain this very well. I'm not that intelligent. You know what I mean? Like,
let me explain something then.
Because you're going into like a public place.
Yeah.
With a shit ton of people.
Okay.
So let's say you're infected. There is a chance that you're asymptomatic, whatever.
Sure.
Even though you're vaxxed, it's not a guarantee you're not going to get it.
Thank you. Or spread it.
No, but you can still get it.
And you can still spread it. If you're vaccinated.
If you're vaxxed. You can be asymptomatic, have no symptoms, or very mild symptoms. And
okay.
How many people did you know that would go to work, go to hockey on Sunday nights? I just got a little cold.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
All the time.
Do you think that's going to change now? I don't, because those guys are still going to do the same fucking thing because they're fucking idiots.
I'm vaxxed, bro. I'm vaxxed.
Exactly. But it's like, dude, did you not learn a fucking single thing from the last 2 years?
Here's the fucking thing, dude. This is why the whole thing's fucking stupid. They're going to, and again, this is not a conversation about fucking vaccines. It's a conversation about stupid fucking policies.
Sure.
And dumb government control. So they're going to, in Ontario, September 22nd, vaccine passports are a thing in Ontario. So you can't go into a restaurant, you can't go to a gym, you can't go to any indoor
Anywhere.
you can't go anywhere unless like it's a grocery store without having 2 shots of the vaccine. Cool. 2 questions. Number 1, can you still get the virus if you're vaccinated? Answer, yes. Question number 2, can you still spread the virus if you're vaccinated? Answer, yes. So what is this going to accomplish?
But having the vaccines, you're less likely to get it, spread it, or if you do get it, it's very mild symptoms.
Okay, but we're not talking about illness.
Sure.
Right? That's the whole point of the vaccine, is to limit your sickness, and we shouldn't be shutting down the country over mild cases.
Yeah.
Which vast majority are. You know what I mean? Like the hospitalization.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly have no fucking answers.
Okay, but I know we're just talking about it because we're it's dumb. If you can get it and spread it, what is the point? I don't understand why we're clamoring like you said. Okay, yeah, perfect. All right, let's put in the vaccine passport. Are we going to go full open? No, not in Ontario. They're not reopening everything to 100% just for the fully vaxxed. So what is the fucking point of this thing? It's not like everything's going back to normal.
Yeah.
I would be more understanding of it if that's the case. Okay, if you're fucking fully vaxxed and you can prove it, come into this restaurant, full capacity, no mask, no fuck all. That's how much we believe in this shit.
Yeah.
But they're not doing that. It's the whole thing's fucking stupid. Isn't it? Don't be scared.
No, it is. Like, I think if they're like, again, I know nothing. I don't pay attention to the fucking news. I don't look at shit.
If you were paying attention to the news, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Sure.
Because you're not informed watching the news.
Okay, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not paying attention to any of this fucking shit.
I pay attention to policies because they affect
fucking
our lives.
Firsthand shit from hospitals. That's it. That's the information I get.
And yours is a very specific part of the hospital too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, it's where they all go. It's where all the COVID patients go.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if passports come into play, and they are coming into play, restaurants, stores, whatever, should be able to open full hours. No issues. Again, present your passport. Here it is. You can come in. You don't have a passport, you're staying out. See you later.
Okay. Doesn't that in itself seem fucking stupid though? If you can still spread and get the virus.
So,
because like you and I both know.
Okay, so if you're not vaxxed,
you're not the only one.
You have a higher chance of getting it, spreading it, whatever. If you're vaxxed, you have a less chance of getting it, spreading it, whatever.
No.
You have numbers? That it's
not on me. I can easily pull them up.
Less likely, if you're double vaxxed, you're less likely to get it, spread it.
The efficacy from Pfizer, the ones that did the tests, what they were saying was effective of it. It was limiting extreme reactions to the virus. When they did the testing, they did not. Hang on a second.
You sure?
I just want to get this out so it doesn't get all cut up and sound fucking dumb. The testing was or what the efficacy was, is that the benefit of the virus is that it limits you from having a severe reaction to the virus, potentially.
Right.
What it does not do is limit transmission. Full stop.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think anything.
Okay, so
it's like getting the flu shot, though. You're not 100%.
Exactly. So that's the whole point, is that if it doesn't limit transmission, why are we putting in policies as if it does limit transmission and that only certain people can spread it and others can't? When we all know, based on the fucking data from the companies that made this shit, they're the ones telling you.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Okay.
That's the point I'm talking about.
Okay. And again,
you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. No. I totally see that now. Fuck, I had a point that I wanted to say.
It'll come to you.
Oh, so, okay. So if you're double vaxxed, or if you're not vaxxed and you do get it, your likelihood of being hospitalized is a lot higher than if you were double vaxxed.
Yes.
Okay. So I think probably the majority of their reason for doing the whole passport thing is if you're double vaxxed and you go to a restaurant and you end up getting COVID, whatever, you're less likely to be hospitalized and therefore taking up every bed in the ICU. Whereas if you're not vaxxed and you do get it, your likelihood of being hospitalized is pretty likely, or a lot higher than it would be if you were double vaxxed. So if we can limit how many, like if your exposure by coming into a restaurant where there's a ton of people, or a bar, or anywhere, fucking Dave and Buster's, whatever, bowling, fucking bowling,
damn bowling,
you know, then if you're double vaxxed, you may be home for a week with like cold-like symptoms.
Same could be if you're unvaxxed as well.
Could be.
Yeah.
But it's
most people don't end up
but
in
again,
the
if you have the vax, you're even more likely not to be hospitalized.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially.
Yeah.
There's exceptions to every fucking rule.
Well, exactly.
Or every fucking guideline or whatever it is.
Now we'll pull this up for next week, but the UK is experiencing their death rate is up 10 times from what it was last year. And they have some of the highest vaccination rates in the world.
Okay.
So if you want to do that, like the good news is that we have before vaccines and after vaccines. Vast majority of people do not end up in the hospital with this thing.
Okay.
I think we would agree on that, right? Because there are like millions and millions of cases.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I think when Ontario was at its peak, there was like 600 people in the ICU, whatever it was, 800.
I don't know.
Let's just say it was 600.
Sure.
At that time, you're getting thousands of cases a day. If most people ended up in the hospital, you would see that. Like these are just numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most people have a totally fine time with it. So with the vaccine, if most people still have a fine time with it, and most people had a fine time with it before, and you can still end up getting sick and still end up in the ICU even if you have vaccine. I just don't understand the point of it when it doesn't really change anything other than it's supposed to limit like severe reactions to it.
Yeah.
That's my confusion on it. And then it's like
I'm along the same boats as you, because right now,
and this is not about fucking like, just to be clear, I'm against dumb policies.
I'm just curious.
And this is a dumb policy to me.
Like, what's the next step? Like, are we like
exactly?
Is there another vaccine coming out? Is there again? Do you want my left nut? Do you want my big toe?
The thing that's frustrating.
I just don't know like where it's going to go to where we open back up, because obviously this thing isn't going anywhere, and I've heard a lot of people say that this is pretty much like the new
it's endemic.
cold.
Yeah.
Like I think COVID isn't going anywhere.
No, we have to learn how to deal with it.
We got to learn how to live with it. Whatever, manage it, do whatever. So I get like what's next?
Exactly.
So,
because Israel,
and again, this is where I'm like because I need to be teaching in the program I'm teaching in. It's, you really need students face to face. I can't help.
Sure.
I can't help you with your camera. We in the program specifications, because the college is like endorsed, sponsored, whatever by Canon. We recommend you getting Canon equipment. Like we have a rental place. It's all like any lens you want, we have it, but it's Canon specific. So unless you have an adapter for your camera to put it on a Nikon, to put it on a Sony, to put it on a Panasonic, you have no, like, having the sign out room is completely useless except for lighting equipment.
Got it.
And being a student, having access to those lenses to be able to play around, and
it's one of the benefits of it.
100%. Dude.
Yeah.
It was one of the greatest fucking things. I signed out every piece of equipment there. I kept shit for 2 weeks. Like I got special sign out privileges to be like, I need this for 2 weeks to shoot this assignment. I'm not going back and forth every 3 days, lugging it back to pull it back out again. Just give me a written or an email to the sign out people being like, he's got this for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement that online school is a fucking waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a detriment to the people that are paying a lot of money to be in this.
Yeah.
Especially in a hands-on program like photography.
Yeah, and
university programs that are hands-on as well.
I think I understand why they're still bringing in. They need money to keep the college open, to pay for shit, do whatever. I understand that. But at the same time, like with being a hands-on class, or again, like if it was like there was labs, well then make the classes to the capacity of those labs. Like I think the studios were only allowed 7, maybe 8 people in the studios because they're not a big space. But that's 8 people, including me. So I can only have 7 students in there. I got 20 students.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I splitting this up? Oh, sorry, guys. Only a third of you can fucking come?
So dumb.
Right? So obviously there are going to be a few students that'll be like, fuck it. I'll be remote all year. But they have that. That's their choice. And I think I need to find that out if they're going to stay. And if they choose to stay, that's their decision for the remainder of the semester. And then I have to then go
You can't change your mind.
As a student,
Yeah.
if we're doing in-class labs, I'll have to make a group of 6, 7 students. That is the group you're in for the remainder of the semester to come to class to go to the studio.
And people can opt out of that, and they can't opt back in.
No, if you opt out, you're fucking, because I can't add you.
Yeah.
I can't do a third. I can't do a third group just because now in October, end of October, you're deciding, oh, maybe I should go to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Which is tough because again, nobody knows what end of September is going to look like for this whole thing.
Well, this is my whole point, is that, and you're saying it for me, is how far does this go? Do you want my left nut? Do you want this? Do you want that? Because I don't know. I think Canadians are extremely naive in the sense that we followed the rules the whole time.
Yeah.
Everyone has.
I think we've been on the extreme of like
everything,
trying to contain and minimize all this.
We've been on the extreme of following the rules, lockdowns, restrictions, all this shit. We're on the extreme end of, and we have an extremely high compliance level, which is good, I guess. I don't think it's good. But
okay.
I do, but I think their policies are stupid. Where does it go? Is when does it end? Like this whole time, Canadians are just like, okay, so all I have to do is this, and then we'll get our stuff back. All I have to do is this, and every single time, everyone follows completely, and then they just keep shifting the goalposts. So
yeah,
my thing is,
they're kicking the shoes when you're playing pond hockey.
Exactly.
No. The goal's still only supposed to be this side. That didn't count.
No. It was never that big. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
So they keep moving the fucking goalposts every fucking time. So again, why do we think that this is going to be any different? And again, for a policy that doesn't stop the fucking virus spreading, and the whole thing now is about fucking case count, which it shouldn't be. It should be based on like how many people are dying and what's the hospitalization rate. And the rates across Canada are fucking way down. Like we should be like on the fucking back end of this.
Yeah, I think it needs to go. The numbers need, like you just said, need to move to hospitalization rates.
And if you look at those rates and you look at the death rates for Canada, and again, I should have brought these with me, but I'm not at home.
Yeah. Also, you were working earlier.
I was working. I do have a screenshot from last week of Canada's deaths for the last 14 weeks.
Okay. And this was
last week.
Pulled from last week.
This is last week. And it hasn't changed too much. Where the fuck are you? I have it. Where?
Like, for an example of like people thinking that it's going to be back to normal once we get vaxxed.
Well, they're not telling you it's going to be back to normal. But
look at your dad. As soon as the vaccine came out,
he was fucking on board.
One of the first people I knew that got vaccinated.
Yep.
And it's like, holy fuck, man. Like, here
it is.
Again, I understand that it's probably still going to be another couple of months where I guess they would call it herd immunity, where majority of Canadians have the vaccine. I
actually remember that when the vaccine was first getting rolled out, all they said is we needed 50% vaccination rates.
I thought it was closer to 70. Again, okay. I don't know these numbers, but
let's say it's 70.
I thought herd immunity.
Do you know what the number is in Ontario? It's fucking almost 80%.
Jesus.
And what have they done? Nothing. Yeah. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
They keep moving the goalposts, so I found it.
Okay.
So this is the death rate for Canada
across the board.
Across the board, 2 weeks. This is as of August 18th. So a week ago.
Sure.
If you look at every province, there was 2 deaths over 14 days across Canada. So you had 2 deaths. And then over the 7 days of that same period, you had 0. Those are the numbers that matter. Because case counts don't mean shit, because why are we tracking mild cases of people being totally fine?
So
hospitalization and deaths matter, and they're going way down. But they're focusing on the case count to keep the fucking restrictions
in place. Right?
It was deaths.
So I think I don't even think you need to look at deaths. I think it's just hospitalization, because let's be honest, if you get hospitalized for COVID, at least here, it's not like, oh, you're just going to be in a hospital bed. We'll pump you full of fluids, make sure you're fucking hunky dory. Yeah. No, you're being intubated.
Some people, yeah.
You're getting fucking tubes down every fucking possible
I know people that have been to the
like,
hospital with COVID and didn't go anywhere near the ICU.
Sure.
Like a lot of people go the same way they go with the flu, and they're like, and they do the fluids, and they like, there's like different levels of care.
Sure.
And I think vast majority, like ICU is the extreme step.
Like there are cases when you go into the ICU, like it's rough even after you come out.
Yeah, I've heard that. I know someone that was just in it too.
Yeah. So it's like, I think if
he said he was in a dream world for like 3 months. Jesus. It was fucking freaky. It was a dude at one of the buildings I worked at for a long time. I think you know the one I'm talking about. And one of the guys there, he got COVID like back in April, ended up on older dude too, ended up on a ventilator, and I'm like, oh fuck, he's dead. He came out.
Usually you don't.
He came
really
out, and he's like still like he's fucked still.
Did he just
and
like?
It's more effects from like being in a hospital for 3 months.
Like, did he just dream for like?
That's what he said. He said it's like being trapped in nightmares for 2 months.
Because like a dream is like, you know, when you have like a really good dream, and then you wake up, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'll close my eyes. Like, take me back.
So this is
it never happens.
This is secondhand information because the guy is still not back to work.
Okay.
So talking with someone who had just spoken to him a couple days before, he said that the weirdest part is because when they intubate you, like it's like you go into like this dream world
state.
I don't think he thought he was laying there for 2-3 months, however long he was on it.
Yeah.
But it was a long fucking time where he was in his own brain, and then he said when they bring you out, you're still not sure where, like, what...
Are you in there,
it's like,
or are you out?
You want to talk about Inception. Are you in the fucking anesthesia?
We are in Inception. I'm sorry. Every time you close your eyes, you just go into a deeper dream, like...
So he said it's, like, in the recovery, he's still fucked. Like, he's going to come back and retire, because he's older. He's like 65. But he got fucked up from it. But I know a bunch of people have gotten COVID.
Yeah.
I know one person... heard of one person that like got really sick. This guy. Most of the people don't even fucking sweat it. That's the vast majority of it. That's the encouraging thing to me about COVID, is that it's not a 10% kill rate. It's not a fucking 50% of the people that get it end up in the hospital. It's nowhere near those numbers. Nowhere near those numbers. The things that matter are hospitalizations and deaths. And the reason that everyone's focusing, or the news is focusing on the case counts, is because the other numbers are going fucking down.
Yeah.
And they want to keep the hysteria going.
Yeah.
So what's a better way? Oh, look at the cases are through the fucking roof. Okay, how many hospitalizations and deaths
views and shit, right?
Exactly. But that's a problem, right? Because it drives people's...
That's why I don't listen to the news.
I know you don't, but a lot of people do. And they think that we're in this like fucking Yeah. But yeah, okay, I totally agree.
I know you do.
But the thing is that it drives narratives, and it drives this fucking bad narrative, I think, of
100%.
If people just followed the rules, we wouldn't be in this case, because look at the case counts. Well, okay, the case counts don't mean shit, as we've spoken about before, because they're fucked. Have I talked about on here how I was a COVID number twice? Have I talked about this?
We talked about it in the cargo, and
we didn't talk about
Quebec,
it on
not
here.
On the podcast.
Should I just mention just for the...
You can if you want.
Okay, just so people know how they count cases in Ontario. In Canada, a confirmed case, I thought forever, the whole time since it started, over a year.
I thought until you
over
told
a
me
year,
this.
That a confirmed case. So if you go and look at the news, what's the confirmed cases in Ontario today? Let's say it's 900 cases. I thought that was 900 people testing positive with COVID.
Got a test and it said positive.
Positive with COVID.
They're pregnant.
You're not pregnant. What a confirmed case is anyone who has had suspected contact or close contact to someone who has or has not tested positive.
Yeah,
or
so
suspected to have tested
so
positive.
if you had COVID, went to a restaurant, everybody in that restaurant,
Confirmed case.
if they did contact tracing,
Yep.
Canada would consider you a
confirmed case.
confirmed case,
Which
of
is what
COVID.
they drive policy on.
Yeah.
Like, this is my point about stupid policies. It's not about vaccines. It's not about fucking COVID. It's about dumb policies.
Yeah.
And so when I heard that a confirmed case was a fucking like, oh, this is how they count it, I thought it was nonsense until I got COVID. And then I was told by the public health official that I was a confirmed case when I was being contact traced via my mother-in-law who gave me COVID.
Yeah.
So I went down
How
as
dare
a
she?
well, last time I make out with my mother-in-law, I'll tell you that. So I was a confirmed case with her because I went down as a close contact.
Yeah.
So I went into the numbers as a confirmed case the day that they found out my name. And then when I tested positive, I went down as a confirmed case. And if I listed them as confirmed positive, because there's no point me telling them, they already knew.
Yeah.
And also this is like 10 days after I'd had COVID, then they would have gone in twice as well. So I went in the numbers twice. So right away, you know the numbers are inflated.
Yeah.
They're dumb. In the UK, they track a COVID deaths as anyone who's tested positive within 28 days of dying. Dying.
Jesus.
Yeah. So again, we're driving policy on this stuff,
Yeah.
which is inflated to begin with.
Yeah.
And if we know that the vaccine doesn't stop transmission,
Mhm.
which is fine, I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that everyone, as long as they're aware of that and they're willing to go out and make their own decisions, and if you have the vaccine and you aren't going to get as sick and you're protected, then it shouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I don't. My point is that we're driving all these fucking dumb policies off of dumb numbers on these dumb fucking things. Things that matter is hospitalization and deaths. And if you look at the numbers from the last 6 months, they're going the fucking other direction.
Yeah.
But cases are going up. Okay, but mild illnesses shouldn't matter. Since when did we care about people getting fucking mild illnesses?
Like a cold.
Exactly.
Couldn't even.
You know what I
remember.
mean? And
you
this
get
is-
a cold, it's like, nah, dude, I can't hang out. Like, I feel like shit.
Yeah,
You know?
that's it. When did anybody ever care about that? But that's what this is. But it's a new thing, right? So we're freaked out,
Yeah.
and we should be like.
Yeah.
I think a certain demographic shouldn't be scared, but should definitely get fucking shot. Like, I'm not anti-fucking vax at all.
So
for the record, but
to
like,
go off of
sick of these stupid ass policies.
to go off of like just the death rate in general, I think another stat that needs to be tied to that is if there was underlying health issues.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, if the guy's an athlete and got COVID and died,
Mm-hmm.
no other health issues whatsoever. Okay. That's something everybody should know.
Yeah.
And again, like, everybody thought like a shit ton of athletes have gotten COVID.
And the only reason they found out is because they got tested.
Yeah, they get tested
Because
like
they get
every fucking 3 days.
Because they get tested. That's why.
But
Virus is so dangerous that you need to get tested to find out you got it.
anyways, like that death rate again, somebody dies. Okay. Were they obese? Were they
old?
were they 90 years old and on their way out anyways?
Yeah.
Did they have
Diabetes? Were they old?
asthma?
Yeah.
Like bad case of asthma, and so like their lungs are already shit to begin with.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is, did they have an underlying health issue that may or may not have hindered their likelihood of surviving?
Yeah. And I wonder what their likelihood of surviving if they had gotten regular influenza is. Probably the same, be my guess.
Again, people die from the common cold.
Exactly.
Every year, you just don't hear about it because
Exactly.
the common cold has been around forever.
It's not profitable anymore.
But it was at one point. Well, I don't even think it was at one point because I think the cold's been here since day one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is
It's a fucking.
and this is why I'm glad that you said that. Like, okay, what's the end game? Like, and
Yeah,
And this
I'm
is-
seeing it more now and thinking about it more now just because I'm going back to teaching.
yeah,
And it's like, again, I think this year, at least for me, is going to be a bit of a struggle teaching and trying to get material out to kids.
yeah, because you want them to do well. Like, you don't want to see them fucking flounder. Like,
No, I'm trying to teach them shit so that when they go out and they're not in school anymore and they're actually working, no matter where they go, they know how, like, Okay, they got to shoot portraits today.
I thought you were going to say porn. Shit.
Or porn.
Yeah.
It's a type of portrait.
It's true.
They know how to light it. Or they know how to edit. Or they know how to actually use their camera and shoot properly to have the best result and deliver it to the client.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, Photoshop, image processing, all that shit can be done online. Fine. It could be done online years ago. Kids didn't really need to come to class for that.
No.
Let's be honest. You're staring at my screen anyways on a projector, and the projector probably looks like shit or you can barely see it to begin with. You can probably teach that shit online since day one. Before COVID, before everything.
Yeah.
Kids still come to class. So that's fine. Leave that online for the rest of eternity for all I care. Easy. Lighting, I'm trying to learning how to be a fucking brain surgeon and you got to go to a lab. Good luck learning that online.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Send brain dummies to fucking every student? Are you going to send IVs and all this shit to nursing students so they can learn how to do shit on their own? No.
All the trades require hand-on labs. When I went to trade, when I went into school,
everything.
I would say it was 80% in class time.
Yeah.
But the other 20% was hands-on labs.
Doing labs.
Yeah. It was important. You're doing fucking things and you need to do them.
Yeah.
So because this is the hands-on part.
So your schooling, well, it's just in regards to trades, this actual, what is it, 3 months of schooling?
Yeah, but it's what that 3 months is
it's all textbook.
It's a full year though.
No. But it's mostly
condensed.
it's mostly textbook shit, right?
Yeah, theory.
Yeah. Okay. So just think of that 3 months. Let's say it was an actual school semester where you're saying it's a 80% theory, 20% labs.
Yeah.
Okay. Complete opposite for my program.
I believe it. Yeah.
80% hands-on. You're playing with your cameras. You're out shooting, playing around with lighting.
And the only reason
Photoshop,
mine is the inverse is because
you're doing that.
We work up until they're listen, you need to understand what you're doing.
Yeah, you're in a lab
all the time at work. And then they're like, get the fuck off the job site and go sit in a classroom for a little bit.
And learn why you're doing
what you're doing so that you can make it work.
Why it's important to use this wire, not that wire. And,
yeah. It's a little simplistic, but all right.
Don't connect the negative with the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just, for me, it's very frustrating, especially listening in on conference calls and shit like that, just to hear higher ups at the college or whatever to be like, oh, I don't know. I got no answers.
Why did you put these policies in?
You can't blame the college and those people. It's the government, because they're waiting. They're waiting to get an answer back from the government to be like, hey, here's how. These are the rules.
But here's how fucking stupid these policies are. So the government puts out these policies, and then they ask every business to fucking enforce these policies, or they encourage businesses to come up with their own policy about how people can come and go out of their business. Tell me if this makes any fucking sense to you. So MLSE, when they first announced that they were going to have, you can't go to see a Leaf game, any MLSE team, Raptors, Leafs, without proving that you're vaccinated. Okay. They were also going to say that you could come in if you had a negative test or if you had the medical exemption, all that shit. They just...
Sorry, I took my arm off.
That was a close one. I'm telling you.
I'm just trying to drink water, Chris. Fuck.
Minor technical issue. Should be fine, though.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to plug in the laptop. Second time now.
So to me, the only thing, because you can get the virus and spread it if you're vaccinated, which again is fine, whatever. The only thing to me that would guarantee that you can't do that thing is if you don't have the virus, right? That's why, I think they should be driving more testing, because you can go to Shoppers right now and get a 15-minute rapid test.
Yeah, I think up until till the passport thing is in play, if you're not vaccinated at all, I think you can't. This might have been, I might have misspoken earlier. I think you can come to campus, but you either have to have a COVID test within 24 or 48 hours, or you have to get a rapid test.
Yeah.
Which they're doing on campus.
Perfect. The thing is that you said up until the vaccine passport comes in place. What I don't understand is why are they getting rid of testing? Because what a good way to guarantee that someone's not going to. Well, okay, but it's just more the point of the stupid fucking policies that I want to talk about. Is in addition, if you want to put in a vaccine passport, I think it's the stupidest fucking shit ever. But fine, do it in corroboration with testing.
Yeah,
because testing is the only thing that's going to guarantee that someone doesn't have something when they go in. And if we have the capability for fucking rapid tests, why are we not doing this? So MLSE, they were going to do, you could do testing as a means of getting into the game. Now they're like, vaccines only. You cannot bring a negative test. Does that not seem fucking stupid? Like if I can do a 15-minute test right there at the door, it says negative. I know I'm the only one in this building now that is guaranteed not to have the virus, and I can't come in.
Yeah.
How fucking stupid is that?
Yeah, but okay, so think about it. You got to do a test prior to going into the whatever.
Yeah.
And let's say any fucking public building.
Sure.
That's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, now what if everybody else is like, fuck it, we're not doing the vaccine. We'll just do the rapid test.
So what? But those people are willing to wait in line.
Okay, but again, the sporting event isn't going to wait. So let's say you show up.
That's on you.
But again, how much sooner are they going to open the doors to be like, okay, we'll start taking tests half an hour, or we'll say 45 minutes before the game starts.
Okay.
So how many people are going to be there doing the rapid test, like giving you the fucking swab up the fucking nostril?
It's not that. It's not even that. It's 50. It's the ones you can buy at Shoppers.
I don't know what those
FDA
are.
approved. They're rapid antigen tests. Tell you right now if you have it or not.
Okay, but you still got to wait 15 minutes, right?
Yeah. But
again, so
but you don't have to wait in line for 15 minutes till the guy passes. You walk up, grab a test, go stand over there. Walk up, grab a test, go stand over there. You're looking at it like it's a line.
Yeah,
It's not like that though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like,
I'm thinking they got to fucking
no. They're not doing this one at a time. That's what I'm saying. Like there's places in this, like I'm using the States as an example because there's places that ramped up testing, which I think they should go hand in hand.
I think testing should have been
more important for sure.
Yeah, for everything.
They can manufacture tests for less than $1 a day. I'll pay you $365 for a test per day, and then after that, I'll take the chance me going out.
Yeah.
You know, like that's another smart thing. Someone before they even leave for the day to go to work, do a test. And then you don't go to work.
If I can do a test without shoving something on my nostril,
which you can, yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah, and
because
it'll
that
give you
is
results.
the worst.
And also, you don't need a nurse or a doctor to fucking administer the test or a lab to process the test.
How accurate is this test?
As least as accurate as the PCR, which they're getting rid of at the end of the year because it's not accurate.
Okay.
I'm
curious.
I think it's in like the 75 or 80% range, but I think the PCR test is fucking lower than that, and that's the one that's the gold standard. The CDC's dumping that one because it doesn't distinguish between cold, flu, and COVID, which you would think would be important.
Yeah.
So to me, like, you walk up, okay, give me my test. I'll go stand over there.
Yeah, like a designated.
I'll wait 15 minutes, and then when my 15 minutes is up, I'll walk up and show you the test and walk back in.
Or like you get the test here, you stand here, you go in.
Yeah,
through another door. So you're not going back.
It's not going to be any fucking different because when they implement this fucking process on the 22nd, what you have to do is bring a piece of paper which someone has to look at. They have to fucking read the paper. Okay, what's your name? CJ Shade. Okay, perfect. CJ Shade. Can I see an ID that says she's CJ Shade?
No, you can't.
Here you go. Okay, and then you have to look at both and then look at you to make sure they're good.
Yeah.
How is that any faster?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, fucking,
I don't know.
Stupid, bro. Dumb fucking
I
policies.
agree with you on certain things. I don't know. That's fucked.
It's just stupid. And to your point, it's never going to fucking go away.
Yeah, I honestly think this is just part of flu season now. Cold season, whatever you want to
so we got to fucking start figuring out a way to move on with life.
I also think, I don't know about European countries and shit, but I know between us and the States, you've brought this up before, like Canadian vitamin D deficiency is a fucking legit thing.
Yep. It's pretty much the same in Western Europe because they're...
Yeah, I would imagine
winter months
they're in the
gloomy.
same fucking like kind of location and like height or top of the earth type
Which
shit.
Studies showed a year ago is a huge deterrent from keeping you out of the ICU, like 95%.
Yeah.
Like one of the most effective things you can do is have sufficient not higher than normal, just regular levels of vitamin D will keep you out of the ICU like 95%.
I think it helps just with general health.
It does too. Yeah, it's like good for your testosterone, all these other things. But like they're not pumping any of this. They're just pushing one thing. And there's people that are wildly unhealthy.
Like I will say that's one thing we've started. Since
the whole thing too. Like I was never taking enough vitamins. No way.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you'd been on the vitamin game for a long time.
I was on the vitamin game since last February.
Okay, so roughly the same.
Yeah, like
shortly after.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that it made a difference, I was like, perfect.
Cool. I'm in.
Also, it's one of these things that shows that you can have less severe reaction to the virus if you do get it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made a difference for me, but I was fine. My fucking in-laws were fine. And they're smokers, like,
yeah.
You know, and they're in the demographic where they shouldn't be. Like, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. But like, there's so many other things that we can do in conjunction with the vaccine. But right now they're just pushing the one thing, which isn't perfect, which they'll tell you is not perfect.
Yeah, and they're
limiting society. Hard on it.
Yeah, they got a huge hard on.
Yeah, because
so do I.
Dollar bills, y'all. Motherfuckers. Anyway, enough of that shit.
Yeah.
Chris predicts time.
Yeah, fuck that. Chris predicts. Dun, 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 dun.
It's a wizard time.
I really want to get you in a fucking wizard outfit and redo that picture.
I do too.
It is one of my favorite pictures though. Like every time I fucking open it, just because I have to change the number on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Like it fucking cracks me up every fucking time.
Yeah, I just need a robe.
Yeah. Like some fucking Harry Potter shit.
Okay, we're back to business this week. We're going to predict some shit that's going to make us money. The reason I didn't predict anything last week because I did Champions League predictions.
Yes.
And then also it was a good time because it went into the international break, which we're still in. So we haven't missed any betting.
Gotcha.
Per se that's available. Again, I don't bet fucking daily baseball because there's a coin, it's up in the air. That's who I'm picking.
Yeah, good luck.
But what I am going to do is predict Premier League match week 4. I don't know why I wrote 2 on my sheet. Probably because I'm retarded.
That was before the fucking Sailor Jerry's too.
Yeah, and I'm fine.
Just retarded.
Bringing that shit home. Yeah, fully retarded.
Yeah.
I got long haul COVID. It makes me dumb. Maybe I always had it. Maybe COVID's been around a lot longer than we think.
I got a severe case of it.
Yeah, fucking right. Anyways, 10 predictions coming at you this week. Back to soccer. More difficult. I'm challenging myself.
Is this
still Premier League?
EPL?
English Premier League. Yeah.
Okay.
Still challenging myself. I'm gonna get better. The last 2 weeks that I have been on have basically broken even. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling like I'm starting to get my head around it.
All right, let's see this shit.
Okay, Crystal Palace at home to Spurs. Spurs are your winner. Arsenal versus Norwich. Arsenal are fucking shit. Norwich also happen to be shit. If Arsenal don't win, their manager's going to get fired, and that'll lose some. Seriously, yeah, they're fucked. I honestly
hate to see it.
I kind of love to see it.
Yeah,
I love chaos. I almost picked Norwich in this game. Arsenal are so fucking bad. Yeah. If Norwich win, it wouldn't even surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm taking Arsenal to get their first win this season. If they don't, then they're at home to the worst team that's going to get fucking relegated. They're fucked. This is a hard one for me. Brentford versus Brighton. Brighton are not that fucking bad. And Brentford are a fucking decent little squad that just got promoted.
Do you want me to predict this one?
Yeah.
Can I?
You can pick a tie too if you want. Doesn't have to be a winner.
Continue. Let me think about it.
All right. So, well, I was going to predict it like on the fly right now.
Oh, okay, but go run through the other ones. Let's get back to that one.
Okay, that's the
let me do a little research.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next game is Manchester United versus Newcastle. Man U's going to win. Southampton versus West Ham. West Ham is not as good as they were last year. Southampton's pretty shit still. I think West Ham's come back to earth. I think that game's going to be a draw. Watford versus Wolves, battle of 2 terrible W-named teams. Draw. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Chelsea's going to win. Leeds at home to Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool's going to win. Everton versus Burnley. Everton's going to win at home. Last game will be predicted by CJ.
So, okay, give me the teams again.
Brentford versus Brighton.
Brighton. It's called Brighton.
BRIGHTGHTON.
Okay. I wish I could see some stats. Like, do you know how good they're doing in the...
Okay, so Brighton has done fairly well to start the season. So is Brentford. They're pretty much evenly matched as far as points go.
Matched, eh?
I will pull it up. I'm pretty sure they're probably on the same points total. Brighton's won 1 and drawn 2, and I think Brentford's done the same. I don't think either team's lost yet.
Okay.
Let
Now,
me pull up the league just to be safe.
Yeah.
Because you're making this prediction. This is a big one.
Yeah, this is huge.
Okay, so
I don't do this often.
Brighton has played 3 games. They have won 2 and lost 1. Brentford has played 3 games and they have won 1 and drawn 2. So they have 5 and 6 points respectively.
Okay.
Evenly matched. Brentford's fucking not too bad. Neither is Brighton. That's quite tough one.
Let me get this
Brentford's also at home too. That makes a difference in the Premier League.
right. Brentford is at home?
Brentford is at home.
So you said Brighton's won 2 games, lost 1?
Yep.
And Brentford has won 1, tied 2.
Correct.
I'm going Brentford.
I like it.
They're at home. Home advantage.
I like it.
They've only won 1. They've tied 2, so they haven't lost.
They have not lost yet, and they've played some decent teams.
They've put up some numbers.
Yep. They've had some tough away draws, which is like usually the teams that get promoted, it's the away games that kill them. Like they just can't find a way to fucking scrape a point out. I've predicted them to lose, I think, the last 2 weeks because they had tough away games and they draw in both games.
Yeah.
That tells you, I think that should tell you something about them.
All right. So I'm going to take Brentford on this.
Thank you. You made
Wizard
my life easier.
shit.
Wizard apprentice shit.
And before we close out Chris Predicts, do we know when the next UFC is?
Yeah. September 25th.
Okay, so we got
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And when's NHL start? Preseason's got to start soon, right?
October.
Like
I'm going to say like 6th or 7th.
I was going to say
a month
like
from now.
First week of October type shit.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. That's it for Chris Predicts? That's all we got?
That's it. We're going to be fucking
Come on, Brentford.
broke for
I
a
need
bit.
this. I need... Do
you know? Oh, by the way,
desire this win.
Desire. Do you know what the fucking odds are when I put like if you parlay the 10 of these?
Probably
It's
ridiculous.
preposterous.
Like I'm just gonna throw out a number here. 1,300 to one. Like
Yeah,
one.
somewhere
like we
around
put
there.
$1 down. We're making
Yeah.
1,300.
Exactly.
I cannot wait for this bet to go through.
Man, imagine Brentford was the deciding one.
And they fucking lose. They're fucking winning.
I think they are too.
If they
just
lose,
didn't wanna
they're
see
getting
it.
an aggressive email from 2 Season of Pod. Both email accounts.
Wizard shit concluded.
Chris Predicts, you heard it here first.
Thanks
Put your
as
bets in.
always.
Put all your money. Take a second mortgage out. Take everything in your savings and put it on the betting account.
I bet you Brentford
Parlay
is a
it.
big underdog.
Parlay it. And then tell us how much money you won and send us some because you're welcome. We take a 10% fee.
Okay, what I want people to do though.
I'll send you my Ethereum bank account. You can send it
Okay,
there.
Brent. Oh fuck. 270. 2.7 to 1.
Easy money.
Yep.
Easy money. We got this.
I like it.
I can't.
I'm fucking jacked up. I'm so fucking hard right now. I'm fucking super wrecked. That's why this table keeps tipping over.
Oh my God. All right, guys. Facebook, 2 Season Pod. YouTube, 2 Season Pod. If you got comments, topics, anything you want us to talk about, mail.2seasonpod@gmail.com. And like always, we'll see you guys next week. We're out. Deuces.
See ya.